Our two sides that we glued up are cured out, so we'll take the clamps off. Then we have one side here, and we have one side here. I'm going to joint this edge just one time. We want two sides exactly the same length, so we set up this gauge to the total length so they'll be both exactly the same size. Legs that we glued up earlier are ready to go out of the clamps. And the first thing we're going to do on these is to joint an edge straight. Over the joint, we're going to plane this thickness down to twice the size of the thickness of the other piece. We're going to cut the widths of these feet. Now we're ready to rip. going to cut them off so they're the same length. Again, we have put a stop up here so they'll be the same length. Joints on these sides and cut them out after we get them laid out. Now if you buy the plan to build this, you'll have a page giving you all the measurements and how to lay out each piece. Now I'm going to lay these out with a darker pen so you could see how they're laid out. This is what it'll look like up close. The bottom of it is a tenon. This is a mortise. That's where one of the braces go. This is a mortise. That's where one of the braces go. This is a blind rabbet, and that's where the subtop goes, and the feet go under here. Now we have this table saw set up to cut this top joint here, which is a blind rabbet joint. It cuts from this line to this line, from here to there, and so we'll cut it on the table saw with called a dado head cutter. Now, we have marked this side as well as here. This is where the blade starts cutting, and here's where it ends cutting. And the blade is this high, which is 3/8 of an inch high. Now we're going to start the saw, and we're going to hold this up, and we're going to drop that line on that one, and we're going to push it through till this line hits, and we're going to pick it up. Blind means it doesn't saw clear through it. It saws from there to there. To cut this corner out here and here with a chisel and hammer. And the way you do that, you take just a regular wood chisel, you put the flat to the outside. Now this way you don't want to hit it very hard, because if you do, you can split this completely off. Then you're going to take little bevels in there, little bitty cuts from the beveled end. Then you can just dig that out. Then you start all over again.